Hey guys, Spencer Coffman here with the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. Today we are talking about multi-level marketing. Hello and welcome to the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. Today we are talking about multi-level marketing, or MLM, also known as network marketing. What is this? Well, it's basically a business model that you can get into. A lot of people refer to them as pyramid schemes. However, take a look at a modern day company. CEO, management, upper middle management, employees, kind of looks like a pyramid. I don't want to do that. That's a pyramid scheme. Okay, same type of deal. Multi-level marketing, you got people that started it, and they got more people, and they got more people, and they got more people, just like a CEO or an owner, and then a CEO, managers, more and more people underneath. Same type of a structure. Whether or not you want to call it a pyramid scheme is up to you. However, multi-level marketing is a great business model to follow and to be a part of if you're willing to do the work. The reason they have a bad rap is because a lot of people think that they're a get-rich-quick, and by get-rich-quick, that definitely does not exist. You're not going to get rich quick. But a lot of people, that's what they say. They're like, yeah, I'm going to get into Amway, or yeah, I'm going to get into Herbalife, or I'm going to buy into whatever company, and I'm going to get rich because I'm going to get people buying the product, and I'm going to get people selling the product, and then I'm not going to have to work, and I just got to sit back and count the money. And that's not how it works. Okay, it's a business. And in any business, if you want to be successful, you have to do the work. Where a multi-level marketing company differs is that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars in order to make that business happen. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you want to open up a business. Okay, first of all, if it's a franchise, you got to pay a franchise fee of like $1 million or more dollars. All right, if you had $1 million bucks, you should not be buying a business. You should be taking that money and investing it, getting 10% and making 100 grand in interest a year. Can you live on 100 grand a year? You can. You never touch the principal. Okay? People who buy a franchise, they're really buying themselves a job. They're going to buy this franchise for $1 million bucks, and then they have to be an owner-operator, which means they got to go work there, probably full-time, 50, 60 hours a week. They got to run the business. They're only getting like 60, 70 grand a year as a salary. So wait a minute, they just put their $1 million in. Now they're only making like, let's say 50 grand a year. That's 5%. And they got to work to get that money. Talk about dumb. I mean, maybe they want to do that so that they leave something to their kids, but why not leave the money building the 100 grand a year, or even at 5%, 50 grand a year, and they don't have to do the work? Okay, so maybe they just really wanted to own that franchise, and that's fine. Without those franchises, we wouldn't be able to go eat at them or use them. So it takes all kinds to make it happen, but I'm just kind of putting it in a little bit of a perspective for you if you're fortunate enough to have that amount of money and what you could do with it. So your time is worth something too. Do you want to go be an owner-operator and spend the money and work? I really wouldn't, I personally. All right, but back to the topic here, they got to spend that money. So that's $1 million bucks if it's a franchise. Let's say it's some other business. Maybe you had to buy the business for several hundred thousand. Obviously, you could take a loan. That's debt. Or maybe you are just opening your business out of a space you're renting for $1,000 a month, and then you got to put in several $1,000s in startup costs, legal fees, etc. You're probably looking at 10 grand. Okay, network marketing or multi-level marketing, you generally, for example, with a company called Jeunesse Global, which is really pretty much the best one that I've found. I've been in a lot. I've checked them all out. Amway, Mary Kay, Herbalife, Norwex, Team National. I've done a lot of those other companies, and really I think that Jeunesse is pretty much the best. I've even looked at some of the CBD hemp multi-level marketing companies. I've looked at things like Tratera and other companies that are up and coming, and Arbonne. I still think that Jeunesse is the best one, and that's because it's to get in. I mean, you can spend anywhere from $300 to $1,000 or more if you wanted, but if you did your own business, 10 grand. So That's why multi-level marketing is attractive for a lot of people, because the startup cost is very minimal. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to have to put money in. Any business opportunity that charges you money to get involved in isn't a good business opportunity. You're going to open up a store, you got to pay rent. You can't just be like, hey, I want to start up a business, but I'm not going to pay you any rent until I make money. They're going to be like, get out of here. I want to get the tools to start up my own handyman company, but I'm not going to pay you until I make money. No, you got to buy stuff in order to do things. If you want to start a business, you got to front some cash. I don't care what business it is. Even investing, you got to have money to invest in order to make money in investing. So no matter what, you're going to have to start with money. So just put that out of your mind right away, that you can do something with nothing or for nothing. Okay, you got to pay. So no matter what, there's going to be a little bit of money that has to go into your business. Now, whether it's buying a package and getting something and trying product and getting marketing materials and then sharing them with other people, or whether it's legal fees, or whether it's renting a building, or whatever the case may be, even a salon, if you rent a chair at a barbershop, you got to pay money to rent the chair. You don't go into the barber and be like, let me use this chair for free and then I'll pay you later. They want the money. So no matter what, you're going to have to pay a little bit of money to get your business going. So network marketing is good in that respect of, it still costs a little bit of money, but then you can get other people to join your team. Now, is that suckering them in to do something? No, it's getting them to have that mentality. As long as you give them the right understanding and say, hey, this is a business. You got to work at it. You got to invest in it. You got to put a little startup cost in there, and then you got to get other people to do the same. And you're not just getting other people to make money, because if you just do that and they join and don't do anything, you're going to fail, because you need them to be working the business and you need to work the business. And then together you guys all go up. Rising tide raises all ships. You have to do it as a rising tide. It's not just a rising end that'll flood over the locks. Okay? So that's, if you go into it with the right mentality, then it's a great business. And here's why it's really great. Because in time, if you dedicate yourself for 3 to 5 years, 10 years, then eventually, yes, you will have a great team of 100 or more people under you that they're doing work, they're growing, and eventually you could step aside and still make money forever. Why? Because it's going in. The value is trickling up all the way. Exactly like a company with the owner, the employees are doing the work, the owner steps away, employees doing the work, management doing the work, upper management doing the work, CEOs, owners still making money, even if they've stepped away, because the employees are doing the work. Same type of deal. So if you have any questions about multi-level marketing, I encourage you to check it out. If someone's trying to get you to join a multi-level marketing program, check out the comp plan or the payment plan. Look at the startup costs. Don't just jump in like crazy. You got to evaluate it. In addition, if someone's trying to get you to join a particular company, check out other companies before you join the one. Say, all right, thank you. But I'm going to check out, these 3 other companies too. And if you need a company to join, you say, hey, I want to get into multi-level marketing or network marketing, and I don't know what to do. Then check out Janess. You can check out a channel here. It's the Sales and Support channel of Spencer Coffman. And there's some videos about Janess. I think it's a great company. I'd love to have you join, and I can help you as well. I'll be like your coach, your coworker, and together we can make money and make it happen. And just be ready that it's going to take work and you're going to have to spend some money. So if you go into it knowing that in any multi-level marketing, and treat it like it's a job and work it and get other people involved and help them, not just get them involved, take their money and run. Get them involved, help them grow. And if you treat it like that, you're going to succeed. So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Also, if you have anybody in network marketing, share this video and see what they think. And also feel free to hit that like button and the subscribe button as well. Until next time.